Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about this tank that we've kind of been keeping a secret from you guys because we wanted to surprise you with it, and it is this tank. Now you guys might be wondering why the water is this color. That's because instead of water we used bourbon whiskey. That is Bradshaw brand, and hopefully you guys got a good view of the bottle. So in here, this is kind of like our cichlid tank, and in here we have an orange cichlid we call Mandy. We have a cat, like a weird colored peacock cichlid that we call Callie. We've a female flower horn that's somewhere in here.
What do you have right here? Like back here?
That's another peacock cichlid we call Peaches because it has peach color on its cheeks type stuff. We also have a bumblebee cichlid that appears to be hiding as well.
Looks like he's right there.
Oh, yep, there he is. Oh, and there's the flower horn too.
Trying to make sure we can capture the lighting in here.
Yeah, the lighting's kind of bad right now. So, and we also have a yellow cichlid in here that I can't tell where it is, but yeah. And then on top of that, we're also going to be adding two huge blue Gouramis that we're acclimating right now. See? And so they're actually larger than every cichlid in here, but the flower horn. And the flower horn appears to be extremely docile, which led us to think it might not actually be a flower horn. But so far all we know is that it could be a female or it could just not be a flower horn. And we'll let you guys know as soon as we figure that out, and we'll tell you guys what kind of cichlid that is, if it is actually a flower horn or not. Because it appears to be extremely docile for a flower horn and living with other cichlids and fish in general, which usually you don't expect a lot of flower horns to do. They usually only like to live with one other of their species or by themselves. And that's a little odd. And we added this huge log piece because for fish that like to jump out, it kind of is like a deterrent for them. Also, we fed the guppies recently, and it's a good hiding spot for the remaining guppies to be. And we also put some ghost shrimp in here, and they appear to be hiding in the same spot. Because there's like a little pool up top in the log that they like to hide in. If the camera guy would like to show them that, or if not, that's perfectly fine too. And yeah.
So how many cichlids do you think you have in this tank at this point?
Well,
what did you say you have?
Let's see, we have the flower horn, we have the bumblebee, we have the yellow, we have the orange, then we have the two peacock cichlids. And so that makes 6, and then we're adding the 2 Gouramis, so that's 8 fish total. And all of them except for the 2 peacocks and the flower horn fall under the column African cichlids for the most part, because they all are in that area type thing with the brighter colors and stuff. And that's the yellow cichlid right there, if you guys can see him with the stripes, but not as profound as the bumblebee cichlids.
I think we could see pretty clearly. I think we see Peaches and Callie right here in front of us.
Yep.
The other ones seem to be tucked back in the back for the moment.
Yeah.
So why'd you choose this log piece though for the tank, for the cichlid tank?
Well, it was really big, and it ended up floating really nicely, and it covers the entire length of the tank. Well, the entire length of the tank, and it has almost the entire top covered, because we don't have a top on this aquarium. So if we want to add fish that like to jump, like let's say arowanas, it would be a decent deterrent from them jumping, because a good majority of it is not open. It has a log. And if you guys notice, there were a bunch of little fish swimming up there. We added feeder guppies in here recently, and they decided it would be a good idea to hide in that little pool up top. And because the cichlids can't fit right there, so basically they can't get eaten because they went crazy on the guppies when we added them. And Alright guys, so now it's time for us to put in the Gouramis because we acclimated them already and they're all good to go. And I'm gonna reach in here and try to grab one. Hopefully they don't jump because we were told they like to jump.
Do you want to move the aerator out of there first?
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Just because we're gonna be removing them so fast, they won't need it. Alright, now let me try this again. Hopefully they don't give me too much of a crop issue. Dang it, they're fast. Alright.
Can't wait to see what these guys look like.
Well, they might be a little ugly right now because they're stressed. Or so? Pale, because their colors won't be as defined as they would be once they're calm in the fish tank. There we go. Dang it, almost had that one. Alright. Man, these ones are fast. I might need a net. Here, let me use 2 hands and see if that'll work better. There we go, I got one. Oh shoot, oh shoot. He's alright guys. He's slippery. Oh shoot. Wow. These fish can breathe air, so he's perfectly fine, as you can tell. I almost dropped him again.
Let's go ahead and put him in.
And I'm gonna put this one in. And see, he's perfectly fine.
That's a good looking fish there, buddy.
And he's big enough that he shouldn't get bullied by the cichlids because that flowerhorn is so docile. I've never seen him even try to bully the other cichlids in here, and you can tell they're much smaller. So,
well, we think the flowerhorn is a female, correct?
Yes. If it is, however, if it is truly a flowerhorn, it is most definitely a female flowerhorn.
So hopefully you guys can still see this right there in the corner.
Yeah.
Let's put in that second one.
Alright, hopefully this one gives me a little less trouble than that one did. I'm going to try to grab him a little differently so he gives me less trouble too. Alright. I got it. And then, dang it. This one too. And these fish love to jump, flop around and stuff. Alright, I got him. See, there he is. I'm going to hold him in here in case he decides to jump again. But he's a really pretty fish if you guys can see him.
It's a good looking fish.
Yep. Alright, I'm going to add him into the tank. Ever so gently. And
there he goes.
We decided to get 2 because in case the cichlids did try to bully them, they would have each other and their strength in numbers, which is how they say if you want to add fish that are not as aggressive, such as Gouramis, to add multiple. Because it's true, if you have multiple, they're less likely to get bullied by the other fish. And I'm not sure how much I like the flowerhorn's behavior there, but we'll see, and we'll see how they do. And if we do have to move them tanks, we will be sure to let you guys know. So make sure to catch that video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.